Hey, what's up, people? This is Ike Love, creator and author of the blog, The Viable Alternative, which is an inspirational blog where I share the wisdom, insights gained along my path of becoming a greater, stronger version of myself. And if you want to read more on the blog, you click on the window where it says Show More, and you'll see a link for www.theviablealternative.com. So, I mean, if you haven't been living on the rock, you know that most of the world is on a basically on alert for uh, contraction of the coronavirus or COVID 19. And so many of us are in our house self quarantining so that we avoid the spread of this virus. And when we're, as we've been home, a lot of us have been forced to find ways to entertain ourselves and entertain ourselves, kind of reflect on our lives, catch up on things that we haven't been able to possibly catch up on due to work and business of life. And so a lot of us are basically just trying to find a way to get things done um, that will keep us busy for the duration of for the duration of this entire crisis. And so yesterday, I got a text from a fashion designer, and he asked me a question. He said that I should be able to probably help him with this, and he asked me, or he told me, he mentioned to me that he's been having creator's block. Um, Creator's block meaning that he said he's unemployed now, and that he all he wanted was time to do his fashion, but now that he's unemployed, he hasn't been able to do anything. He hasn't been able to muster any creativity to create anything new or to work on anything he has now. And he just says he's blocked, and he's like, Ike, what do I do? Do you have any tips and advice? You're the person I felt I should ask regarding this. And so what he's going through is what he's going through is what others would describe as writer's block. Writers go through it. Some type of creative block where you just feel you sit down and set about to do what you intended to do, and you just draw a blank. If you feel like stifled, you feel like there's something just blocking you from blocking the creative juices, the creative energy from flowing through to out of you into that endeavor or work or art that you perceive that you choose to express your creativity through or to or in or on. So um, what I gave him advice, but I've actually really thought about it, so I'm going to hash it out. Um, so the last thing that you want to do is when you're facing any type of block is to force yourself to do anything. A lot of us, and me included, when we get into these blocks, we often either beat ourselves up, we succumb to frustration, we try to force it out, and then when we force it out, we look at it like 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later when we're being creative again, and we're like, my gosh, this is a bunch of crap. What the hell was I thinking? Um, and yeah, we just enter this like vicious cycle where we're stuck. We try and force ourselves to do something. We feel frustrated. We get more stuck. And we get more stuck. We get frustrated of that. And it just becomes like an endless loop. So, from my own experience, the first thing I would advise you is to stop trying to force creativity. Just put that thing that you're trying to do, put it aside for now, and engage in something else. See, the thing you want to do is you want to get out of your head into your body. Your body is where you feel the emotions, and the emotions is what drive you to creativity. Your body is where you feel the emotions, the impulse, the sensation. You don't feel that in your head. Your head is an analytical tool. Your head is a tool that analyzes, collects data, um, um, it analyzes, or it what's that word? It well, it analyzes threats or things that are going on for the future. It weighs things out. It's a big calculator, your brain. And so when we try to force ourselves to into creativity, we are trying to force our brain to do, or we get in our heads and trying to force our brain to do what is meant for our bodies, the emotions and the sides of our bodies, our heart, our pelvis area. I was going to say something else, but even our genitalia area, which actually speaking, the energy from there is what it's what propels creativity. Your sexual energy is what you use to transmute into creative energy. Sexual energy is a creative life, but you can also use that to on other endeavors. So what we want to do is, yes, first off, get up from the chair or whatever you do to do your creativity and just stop, focus on it, and engage in some other activity that utterly, completely is interested to you. Whether it's cooking, watch a movie that you're interested in, go read a good book, just engage in something else and do it for its sake, for the sake of doing that thing, not to go get creative. Because if your mind is not stupid, it knows that when you're trying to look through something to force creativity, it's not going to work. Do whatever thing that your heart is asking you to do just for the sake of that thing. It could be working out. It could be going for a jog. It could be, like I said, reading. It could be journaling in your book. Even I would even say, like, sometimes well, I'll get to that in a second. It could be, something like that to get out of your head and into your body. Get into some activity. Now, also what I would do, I would take out a journal and start to write. And just write what you're feeling, what's going on through your mind, what's going through your body, because sometimes the creative block is literally that, a block. It's something that's going on in your mind that you're not aware of, but it's blocking you. And if you just write your feeling, write your frustrations and everything like that, as you write, you may come to the answer of what issue is completely bothering you. And when that comes up, you can resolve it, and then that may give you the clearing for you to go and continue doing that creative endeavor that you tried to do in the first place. But now, getting to the exercise, yeah, or whatever with your body. Get into doing something, like I said, even on top of what I said, listen to some good music. Just completely forget about that thing that you tried to do and focus on doing something else, whatever you feel or led to do. Even sometimes, believe it or not, clutter in our place sometimes is the cause of a lot of our creative blocks. Clutter is the reflection, as our environment is a reflection of what's going on in our mind. So a lot of the clutter is a reflection of things that we may be holding on to, or habits that are self-defeating. So what you want to do also is you want to clear the clutter in your place. And you may find that after the clutter is cleared in your place, that you feel like a big weight is lifted off your shoulders. And the weight that's lifted off your shoulders may now encourage creativity once more for that which you were trying to do. Now, getting back to what I said about getting some other activity and forgetting about it. It's interesting that in life, often when you're a creative person and you are embarking on some type of project, or even you're an entrepreneur, it's life that gives you inspiration. When you live life, you may see the way a leaf falls onto the ground, and oh my god, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm inspired. I'm gonna go create like this whole line, or you're going to write the next great American novel, or the next great novel, or write a script for a movie. Or you can see a kid laughing, and that ignites something new that reminds you of when you were a child, and that starts a chain of events that engenders an idea that you can now use to put to whatever endeavor. Most often in life, we get inspiration about something, for something like animal life, spirituality, food, ethnicity, culture, whatever, and we take that inspiration and we express it through whatever endeavor or talent that we're gifted with. So if you're going out and living life and just living life for its sake, the inspiration may come or will come, and you just can't force it. There's a book I read, and I forgot the author, and I actually wish I was, before I made this video, I was actually going to bring it out, and I completely forgot. So I'm just gonna, the name of the book is A War of Art. And the book The War of Art talks about a muse, the muse, kind of like the muse, like this supernatural figure or whatever. And the muse, excuse me, the muse, oh, jeez. Oh man. Hold on, I gotta fix this thing. I just messed up this oh, there you go. All right. The muse, we're a vessel for the muse. The muse has its own creative ideas, and we just have to allow ourselves to be an open vessel or conduit for the muse to express itself through the talent or ability that we were blessed with. So, what is said in this book is that you just have to create a space for the muse to come and create through you. So, if you're going through some type of block, take it for what it is. Take it to be that maybe that there's just something you need to go through, or something you need to see, or something you need to experience to create that next work of art, whatever medium that may be, that you're meant to create. So, you can't really force the muse to come and work through you. You just have to allow it. And so by you now going and just being open and just living life, you may not know when the inspiration is going to come. You just have to be prepared for it, or allow or expect it to come on its own time. And then you take that inspiration and you go and use and create whatever you're meant to create. So yeah, I would say yeah. So if you're, and yeah, you know what? It may take a couple of hours, it may take a day, it may take a week, it may take a month or months. But the point of the matter is, you just have to trust and have faith that you're being prepared for something. But like I said, other than that, if you have another block, and the journaling is a very good exercise, because it could lead to other stuff that may be going on in your life that you may not have been aware of, that the blockage, the feelings of blocks are trying to get you to address. Maybe some trauma, maybe some resentment, maybe some guilt, maybe you feel guilty now that you have time off, because you feel that you're not worthy of doing the art you're meant to do. You're not worthy of having this time. You're afraid of success. Who knows? Explore that area too. Anyway, I'm going to go. I wish all of you the best, and I wish all of you will stay safe. Please do not succumb to fear. There's nothing that comes, okay, yes, there are good types of fear, like if a lion is coming down, or, you're not going to cross the street on a busy street on a red light, because you will get run over. You will get ran over. So, that's a healthy type of fear. But the fear from panic and stuff like that, yes, stuff is going on. Literally, I ask you, I beg you, do not succumb to any type of fear-mongering tactics from the media. Take the necessary precautions. But at the same time, I ask you, really take the necessary precautions, but live your life. Protect those around you, protect yourself, wash your hands. They say social distancing, practice that. But fear in and of itself, the bad type of fear, only serves to reduce your immune system and increase levels of cortisol, which, if held in your body for longer periods of time, begins to break you down. Anyway, so I gotta go. I'm still in my routine. Making a video is part of my routine. Now I just gotta, do some exercise, work out, and then chill. Anyway, I hope all this helps. Take care. God bless. Read my site, www.theviablealternative.com. Take care. God bless. Be safe, and peace.